No siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Ja jestem Ardel, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z grą Starfield. Drodzy widzowie, nie przedłużam, a wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy.
Daddy?
Teraz robimy kolejnego questa dla gwardii. Musimy porozmawiać z różnymi ambasadorami.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Zobaczmy. Czeka nas trochę biegania, mam nadzieję, że się to uda załatwić. Tak, najpierw pójdziecie do kolektywu.
The Colony War. No winners there, just orphans and mourners. That time's right. I'd appreciate a chat.
O, tu się stało sam.
Sorry, I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you about. That girl. If Cora leaves her tools out one more time. I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same damn thing so many times.
Dzieciaki wiedzą, co działa na ich rodziców.
That's Cora to a T. I mean, this is between me and you, but Cora wasn't exactly planned. I don't know if I mentioned, but I served a spell in the Freestar Rangers. Had a partner, Lillian Hearts. Well, we were like fire and ice, but, well, it wasn't all bad.
I miałeś partnerkę
If
szczęśliwą.
anything, I think she should be jealous of you. Maybe some other time I'll get into the whole Lillian chapter.
Wygląda na to, że przywykłeś do roli ojca, oczekiwanej czy nie.
It wasn't always like it is now. Hell, when Cora was born, I was completely out of my depth. For the first few months, I kept thinking what a colossal mistake I made. Me, a father. But one late night, early morning, whatever, little Cora gave me my first smile. And I knew I'd do anything for that girl.
Cora jest szczęściarą, że cię ma.
Yeah, sure don't feel like it. And there's something you said to me about parents wanting children to learn from their mistakes. Now that Cora's getting older, that's what haunts me. I've done things I'm not proud of. Said things even worse. I try to be better for Cora, but is she gonna fall into the same traps?
Empatia. Dałeś Korze solidne podstawy, nie musisz się już nigdy więcej tym przejmować.
That's really reassuring. I do the best I can by her. I know it seems crazy, towing her across the stars, but I'm not exactly swimming with options here. Her mother... Like I said, another story, another time. And what, have her raised by Jacob, my dad? I'd sooner ship her off to Vladimir.
Myślę, że Cora rozkwita w
You
konstelacji.
think? Well, she does say the damnedest things. And if she just learned to pick up after herself, she just might live until she's 13.
Oh, come on, seriously?
They have mixers for expats at the embassy every now and then. Only place you can get some good old Aquila City beer.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices...
Always good to get back to Freestar soil, even if it is surrounded by New Atlantis.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Jestem tu w imieniu Zjednoczonych Kolonii. Potrzebuję pomocy Kolektywu Wolnych Gwiazd.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Pani ambasador, muszę podkreślić, jakie to ważne.
Ambassador, I can't emphasize how important this is.
And who might you... Oh, I recognize that face. You're a Co, aren't you? Didn't you run away to help that little explorers club?
Really? An explorers club? Ma'am, I've signed up to help my friend here, who's looking to stop a whole heap of needless pain and suffering. Imagine if this happened in Aquila City, or Neon. The results would be bad, or, let's be honest here, far, far worse. We owe it to our people to do something.
It's a disturbing thought, Mr. Co. And while it is my job to protect the people of the Collective, the way to do that, I believe, is clear. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Perswaduj. Pani ambasador, proszę posłuchać, co mam do powiedzenia.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One, to convince me. Understood.
Dziękuję. Pani ambasador, proszę mnie wysłuchać.
I'm listening.
Jak powiedział sam, Kolektyw Wolnych Gwiazd winien jest swoim ludziom działanie.
Co's do have a way with words. Imagine how it'd look if the next attack occurred in Freestar space.
Naprawdę chcesz ryzykować tak wiele ludzkich istnień tylko z powodu urazy, którą nażywił do ZK?
You think this is about a grudge? This is about safety, and that's not something I take lightly.
Służyłaś w wojsku, miałem zadanie bronić innych, to właśnie chcę uczynić z tymi danymi.
It's a job I take very seriously.
Słabo.
It's why I'm even entertaining what you're suggesting right now. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
Próbujemy jeszcze raz. Kiepsko mi ta persja zaraz idzie. A, maksymalnie twój poziom. Ale ona pewnie ma dużo wyższy poziom niż ja.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Ambassador, I can't emphasize how important this is.
And who might you... Oh,
Ich sam
Really?
powołałem.
I explode. Ma'am, I've signed up. Imagine if this happened. We owe it.
it's a... The way to do that, I believe, is clear. Let me be frank, Cap. I will not be the one... You're really gonna push this?
Oczywiście, próbuję mu perswadować.
I'm listening. The Co's do have a way with words. Imagine how it'd look if the next attack occurred in Freestar space. It's a job I take very seriously.
Kurde.
It's why I'm even entertaining what you're suggesting right now. It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly.
Bardzo oporna jest.
A fair point. How would it look if the collective simply sat by while more attacks came to pass? Well, Captain, you make some
Udało
good
się.
points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Zgoda.
Excellent. Follow me.
No to prowadź.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Jeszcze jeden kod muszę zebrać.
Sorry, but I need sign off from you.
FC's no friend of you and me.
opuszczone to. Nie wygląda, by było opuszczone w każdym razie.
I mean, is it supposed to look like this? With Varun, you just never know.
Utorchany w Londyn, zobaczymy. Status nieaktywny. Usuń inhibitory bojowe.
What the holy hell happened here? It just gets weirder and weirder.
Dobre pytanie. Czemu te manekiny tu wszędzie stoją?
Well, they don't need it.
Jakby mi się udało go... Okej. Nieaktywna. Nie chcę aktywować. Co to za... Czemu oni tu stoją, kurde? Co tu się odpierdziela? Będzie te opary jakiegoś dymu? Co to jest? Opracowałem w fali konferencyjnej.
Waste not, need not.
Zamknięte drzwi. pohakuję sobie te rzeczy. Potem będę mógł... Mam to zrobić. I nie da. 3. To nie znowu 3. Wezmę 2. Aha. Tak. Ale nie chcę. O. Teraz, dobra. Dobra, mamy to. Jak to wieżyczki. Piwnica, demony. Na dół zejść, okej.
Caveman. Take that. Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Co tu się dzieje?
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Port kosmiczny jest w upłakanym stanie, ale poza tym nie było zbyt wielu zniszczeń.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Zgadza się, wykorzystamy te dane z archiwów, aby lepiej zrozumieć i powstrzymać te ataki.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Masz moje słowo. Dopilnuję, żeby kodu użyto w dobrym celu.
For whatever it's worth, Sam Coe here. You got my word too.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Please, drop some of that. I'm hurting just watching you.
Okej, wracamy do zastępczyni. A nie mamy tej karty. No trudno. Jeden wielki labirynt. Mamy 3 kody. Teraz z tymi kodami tylko trzeba wrócić. O moment, tam jest sklep. Ja opchnę część rzeczy, z czym biegam niepotrzebnie. Chociaż część.
You're only as safe as... I would never dream of selling. Please do. I hope we have something that suits you. Get it? See you around.
Nie wiem, czy to wystarczy, ale na pewno trochę odchudzi. Tu jest jakiś kolejny sklep po drodze. Tak.
I've been trying to exercise more and
Okay. Now I...
Halo?
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you? Yes, of course. Please, take a look.
Okej. O. To jest ciekawe.
Back to it then.
Tam może mu lepszy skafander. Zobaczymy. 93. A ten twój ile ma?
Yeah, the way you handle things. If you need me to haul something, I'm willing.
Ten jest lepszy. Ten będziesz wchodził, a ten zabieram. Jeszcze plecak.
Happy to even out the load. I'll carry anything you need. Well, within reason.
Zobaczymy jeszcze jaki masz hełm. Ten mu dam. No i spoko.
Next time.
Coś jeszcze mogę obchnąć? By z tym nie biegać niepotrzebnie.
I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, I'm no longer able to allocate ships. I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC District. I hope we have what...
Nie zostało ci wiele kasy. Toż to jeszcze
Right. Come back if you need something else.
nie mamy już 450 000.
Everything good?
Tam muszę się dostać.
Hello.
To the terramorph attacks.
On the record? What response?
I'm told by top officials that archives.
Unlisted archives full of ordnance.
Nie wiem, gdzie sam zaginął, na co poradzę bez niego. I tak mnie zaraz teleportuje. Mówiłem.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Kody rodu warunków Wolnych Gwiazd zebrane i gotowe do użycia.
So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Hello. Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Okej, są archiwa.
And after the UC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice.
Ale zabezpieczenia?
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Nieźle to wygląda. Jednostka 18, weź dane.
Yes? You needed something?
Ale rządowe sprawy międzygwiezdne.
There you are. Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Czy Senon możesz wy posiadanie danych o terrormorfach?
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
O proszę, będziemy mieli obywatelstwo. Miło. Ciekawe, czy coś to nam da. Niełatwo to zdobyć, ale niby zobaczymy, co ono da. Chyba dom co możemy kupić wtedy. Dobrze kojarzę. Jaki widok ładny.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
To znaczy, mogę chyba sobie iść, prawda?
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
Przypomnij mi jeszcze raz, dlaczego mam chcieć... Przypomnij mi jeszcze raz, dlaczego mam chcieć dostać obywatelstwo?
Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining.
No to do dzieła.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs, and they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Zbiorę tajemnicę do grobu.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Znów jakieś tajemnice. Fajnie, fajnie. Lubię takie rzeczy. Podsekcja 7. Nie było tego wcześniej w ogóle nawet.
So this is where the UC hides all the scary shit they're doing. What I'd give to have all the Rangers with me right now.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Ah, well, you'll have to tell me all about it later.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Co to jest? Wiadomo.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Chyba wiem, kto to jest. Domyślam się. Biorąc pod uwagę ilość ochrony, można założyć, że jesteś kimś bardzo ważnym albo niebezpiecznym.
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Senon, but most know me as Vivictus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Mój Boże. ZK kłamało przez cały ten czas.
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help. Though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Tak, powiedziała mi, że jest twoim klonem.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Dobrze, słucham.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Mów dalej.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Może go aresztuję i oddam ZK.
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
Nikogo nie zabije, ale jeśli rzeczywiście tak zły jak twierdzisz, rozważa postawienie go przed sądem.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There is a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Okej. Moi drodzy widzowie, to by było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się Wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam Was do pisania komentarzy pod filmikiem, ustawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema!